man, let's get a little Super Bowl preview. What Super Bowl? The Super Bowl what? 50? What is this? Super Bowl 50 what? I don't even know what the number is. It doesn't even matter. LIX. Was that 53? 50? I don't know. 59? I don't know. 59? It might be. Chiefs, Eagles. Let me say this from the jump. I made this mistake once. 59. I've made this mistake once. I will not make it again. I am going for the Chiefs. And it had nothing to do with, Philly hate. No, I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes. I'm not. I made a mistake already once. I'm not doing it. I don't care if Patrick Mahomes, you can take the 1968 Chiefs and put them out there. You got 15? Taking the Chiefs. The only way I come off that is if 15 is not in uniform. If he ain't in uniform, you got a chance. If that joker is in uniform, Jesse Holley, Mr. Unfiltered himself, the sports talk equivalent of Braille, I'm taking the Chiefs. So let's just get that out the way off top. And I'm not saying that the Eagles don't have a chance. Shout out to Harry Roseman, the GM of Philadelphia. He's put together the best roster that money can buy. I mean, he went and got Saquon, paid him some bread, 2,000 yards. He got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. You know, they made a trade early in the year to bring over Dotson. Well, they still got the tight end and Goddard. They have the best offensive line in football. And that's crazy to say when you lost a future Hall of Famer and Jason Kelce at center. And you still got the best offensive line. They got the best defense. Vic Fangio got those boys rolling. Jalen Hurts may not be the best quarterback in the world, but he get the job done. And they have a shot. I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout or anything like that, but and also I want to see the three-peat. I want to say that I lived in a time where I saw a team do something they've never done before in NFL history. Because I don't know if it'll ever be done again. So I'm a fan of greatness. I am. And if I had to leave the Cowboys and go root for a second team, it would probably be Detroit. It would probably be Kansas City. They might be like neck and neck on that. But the Chiefs, man, they just, I know people are going to say, the refs. Beat them. Beat them. But I heard a stat that was mind-blowing from Trey Wingo. And Trey Wingo said, he said since 2002, said there's been 100, and it's in the playoffs, championship, all that. It says in the playoffs, there's been 127 fourth quarter drives where the team driving needed 3 or 7 points to tie and or win the game. Out of the 127 drives, he said, Tom Brady was like 4 of 11. Then he said Drew Brees was 3 of 6, 50%. You want to know who was 7-0 in those situations? Yes, sir. Patrick Mahomes. If the Eagles are planning to win this Super Bowl, you gotta bury them. When the game is on the line, you gotta be up by 14 points with damn near no time left. Because if you give Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and Chris Jones and Spags and Kelsey, and they'll find a way. And here's what the wild thing is. Because they've done it regular season, playoffs, Super Bowls. Because they've done it so many times, they don't have this they don't have this wild thought that it can't be done. They believe in it so much that as long as we have a fighting chance, we can win this game because they've done it. Buffalo, a year or so ago, they go down and they Gabe Davis in the end zone for the game-clinching touchdown. 13 seconds left to go in the game. So you thought. In 13 seconds, the Chiefs got the ball, moved the ball down the field, got in the field goal range, kicked the field goal to go into overtime. They win in overtime. 13 seconds. The Chiefs was getting ready to put on their hats and grab their cigars and T-shirts, and Pat and Andrew Reid said, no. So they already have this belief. They have this thought process of that we can win in any situation. The last game that they just won against the Buffalo Bills, they scored 32 points in that game. That's the highest total of points that they've scored all year long. Their other previous high was 30, and a 30-27 game that they beat the Panthers in. They find a way to win one-point games. They find a way to win shootouts. They find ways to win wins when they turn the ball over, when they can't pass the ball, when they can't run the ball, when the defense can't stop anybody. They find a way. Rudy Tomjanovich said, "Never underestimate the heart of a champion." You have to beat these dudes. You got to beat them. And I know the conversation will be if Patrick Mahomes gets this three-peat, where did he fall in the pantheon of being the greatest quarterback of all time? Maybe I'm old school. Maybe I'm just the way my thinking is that if he wins this, yes, this gives him 4 championships in 6 years. He ain't the GOAT. He ain't the GOAT. That dude that's running the team over in Oakland and doing the games got 7. This is like that argument is basically like the Jordan LeBron argument, right? Like Jordan went and got 6, right? He has the MVPs, he's all that, and then LeBron comes in. And LeBron comes in from day one. He has the hype. He has all of that, right? He has what was the tag that he was on? The one. He was the one. The Messiah, some called him, like LeBron James, King James. I think Patrick Mahomes is King James. I do. I think he came in with some hype and some flair, and after that first year under Alex Smith, he got the keys to the Porsche, and he's taken off like LeBron did. Took him a little time to get there, but when he got them championships, he bang, 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 bang. Jordan's still a GOAT. Old TB12 still a GOAT. Until you either match or surpass the ring total, you'll be in an elite class. You'll be in elite conversation. You'll be spoken amongst the greats. You may even be considered one of the greatest. But until you go and get 7 and or 8, you'll be 1B, which is not a bad place to be. And LeBron, and for all the records that he'll break and the years that he's played and all 30-point games and 40-point games and 50-point games, and he's 1B. The GOAT is the best player to play the game. Now people are going to say, well, what about, Wilt? Who was it? Wilt had this many. Whatever. Scratch Wilt. Shout out to Wilt and his people. But and I don't want to like Philly again. They got a damn good team. But I look at it when if everything is equal, I look at 2 factors. I think the Chiefs have a decent defense, good defense, but more than good defense, really good defense. I think the Eagles have a great defense. I look at two things that when it comes down to it. I look at the quarterback, and that is not even close when it comes to who has the better quarterback. It ain't even close. And then I say, do I get a slight advantage under the headset? And I would take Andy Reid and Spags any day over Dumbface. Let me not call him Dumbface. Nick Sirianni, because I'm being fair here. Nick Sirianni and Vic Fangio. I would. I think the two are just better. Spags is one of the best defensive coordinators in the league. He gonna dial it up. You already know. That's gonna happen. Andy Reid is, he's on that GOAT level too. Got to beat out the number of Belichick, but he's on that GOAT level. I don't think we wouldn't know. Even Philadelphia fans, they wouldn't call Nick Sirianni GOAT or on a GOAT level. They wouldn't call Vic Fangio better than Spags. They were being honest. They definitely wouldn't say that Andy Reid is a lesser coach than Nick Sirianni. I don't think that. I know Philly fans be wilding, but they ain't wilding like that. And while most people have talked about that this might be a boring Super Bowl, nobody really cares about this Super Bowl. If folks is putting their money where their mouth is, Vegas say y'all lying. Vegas says y'all lying. For those, and when I'm saying this, and I'm pointing at the guy behind my camera. So if there are viewers who aligns with Tay about this going to be a boring Super Bowl, this Super Bowl is not, Vegas says a record $185.6 million so far worth of bets have been made on the Super Bowl in Vegas books. So somebody lying. Somebody saying that this ain't going to be an important Super Bowl, a watch Super Bowl, an interesting Super Bowl. Somebody lying. $185.6 million have already been bet on the Super Bowl according to the books in Vegas. That's putting their money where their mouth is to me. I ain't gonna bet that much money and not watch the game. So I don't know. But I think it's gonna be a good game. I hope it's a good game. I do. But I'm taking the Chiefs. And unless you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and I know that there are Cowboy fans that no matter what, you cannot cheer for the Eagles. Even despite all that. Unless you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan or you hate greatness, you gotta pick the Chiefs. You can't. The record says that you'll be a fool to. But some of you will, and some of you will have to pay. You'll have to pay the piper. I like to see. Let me see if they have on what side of the money of where it's going. They said the amount wager eclipses the previous high on the Super Bowl, which is in 2022. They don't say who the most money was going to, but you can probably guess. Most people probably gonna put the money on the short shot. Right, the Chiefs. All right, man. That's what I got for you guys, man. Remember, hit the like and subscribe button, notification button. Apple, Spotify, YouTube is where you can find Unfiltered with Jesse Holley. Put it in your group chats, your family chats, your church chats, all of the chats. Talk about me at work, at school, at the family reunion, at a funeral. Bring me up at a funeral. You're already crying. Why not laugh? Smile. But as I get out of here, man, I want to remind you guys, you better get to living. You better get to living. It is fleeting fast. And like the Bible says, we do not know the time or day when the good Lord going to call us home. And those that don't believe in Jesus, that's fine. All the knees will bow and all the tongues will confess on that day. Y'all got to deal with Jesus on y'all own time. I'm gonna be like, yo, my boy. You're gonna be like, hold on, Jesse. You were bugging us a couple of times down there on earth. Let's learn to do this right quick before I let you through these gates. But my robe is already custom made for when I get there. But God, if you listening, I ain't trying to get there just so fast. I'm gonna get there, but I don't. Just let your boy stick around. I got some things I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the living, Lord. All right, man. That's it for your boy, Jay Holley. We won't be back next week, right? I'll be back next week. Traveling the Super Bowl. I'll be working some other stuff, so we'll be out and about. But, follow me on Twitter at Mr. Fourth and Long, Fanatics Views for all the great content. Again, and watch these episodes. 93 of these things, man. Catch up. Let's go. Let's get this thing rock and rolling. All right, man. That's it for your boy, Jay Holley. Remember, eliminate the contingencies. I'm out.